Good morning. My name is Calvin Arnold. I'm the chair of the LRA. I'd like to welcome everyone to today's meeting, and I'd like to call the meeting to order. Can we have a roll call?
Commissioner Brown,
Present.
Commissioner Arnold,
Present.
Commissioner Hikes.
Commissioner, would you like for me to?
Yes, can you proceed?
Okay.
Thank you.
In our agenda, we have minutes from the April 30th meeting that was presented to the commissioners. Prior to the meeting, I asked for a motion to approve those minutes of April 30th.
So moved.
It's been moved and do I have a second?
Second.
Been moved and second. If we could call for the vote.
Sorry, I think you'll need to move or second. We can't have Director Arnold both move and second.
Okay, all right, I'll second, all right. It's been moved, I second. Can we call for the vote?
Commissioner Arnold,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes. Okay. Motion approved, hearing no dissension. Also, we have minutes from the April 23rd. I move that we defer those minutes of the April 23rd meeting till next LRA meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Previous roll as a vote, hearing no objections, motion carries. We have only one action item. We have one action item of offers to purchase, and that is under the heading of miscellaneous. And these are changes from the original approved board decision. We have one property here, and that's 4235 West Farland. The offer is Adrian C. Bell Senior. I would like to make a motion that we accept this offer. Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Previous roll is a vote. Hearing no objections, motion carries. Next on our agenda, we have several resolutions. The first resolution we have is resolution number 25 LRA 122. And that is to appoint Otis Williams as Executive Director of the Land Realization Authority of the City of St. Louis. Are there any reports or comments about that? Are we ready to vote on that? Okay, all right.
So I think it would be very, just briefly helpful, commissioners, if legal counsel for LRA presents just very brief summary of the resolution. James Moore.
Yeah, so this is a fairly straightforward resolution. Otis Williams is the president and CEO of SLDC. He's serving that capacity on an interim term. By custom and practice, the executive director of SLDC, who's also the president and CEO, also serves as the executive director of the supported agencies. So Otis has been appointed executive director of, I think, every agency thus far except for LRA. This resolution was to be presented back in May, but we had the tornado and canceled the prior meeting. So we are bringing it now a little bit after the fact to the board's attention for consideration. This is actually Otis's second time around. He served as executive director of LRA for a number of years prior to Neil Richardson and has an extensive history with SLDC prior to his term as executive director, serving in other management and project management capacities. So I am happy to take any questions on this resolution if the board has any.
No questions. Okay. With that information, I would like to make a motion that we accept resolution number 25 LRA 122, appointing Otis Williams as Executive Director of the Land Realization Authority. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Previous roll is a vote. Hearing no objections, motion carries. Our next resolution is resolution number 25 LRA 123. That is in reference to authorizing execution of an agreement for rain garden and native landscaping maintenance on LRA property. If we could, Mike, if you could present on that, we really appreciate it.
Good morning. My name is Mike Ziegler. I'm the director of the Green City Coalition. And I know you've heard me present on this before, but just for the record and anyone listening, I'll kind of go over an overview. So the Green City Coalition is an initiative of SLDC in cooperation with the City of St. Louis, Missouri Department of Conservation, and MSD. And we work to convert community green space or vacant land and underutilized park space into community green spaces. One such example is Peace Park, which is a block of vacant parcels in the College Hill neighborhood, where we're working with the residents and community partners to transform it into a community park. As part of that park development, we have nearly completed the development and installation of a large-scale rain garden, which features a large area of beautiful Missouri native plants. Additionally, Peace Park also has a large perennial garden featuring Missouri native plants, where these plants serve to enhance neighborhood beautification, promote biodiversity, and climate resilience. So these rain gardens and native gardens require specific expertise in maintenance. And to that end, the LRA put out a request for proposals for specific maintenance contractors released on May 12th, and it closed on June 5th. We had 2 respondents to this proposal, and on June 6th, a selection committee composed of SLDC staff members recommended that Native Landscape Solutions be the awarded contractor. So this resolution, also this contract will be paid for using ARPA beautification funds that were specifically allocated for GCC maintenance. This resolution seeks authorization to enter a contract with Native Landscaping Solutions to provide rain garden and native garden maintenance services for 2025 with the option to extend for a second year in 2026. So I'm open to any questions you might have.
And if I could add to that just very quickly, commissioners, and so to clarify, the $6.5 million fund for the beautification program the LRA is currently running that's passed through from the funds from the Community Development Administration is directly funding this initiative and has been allocated. The LRA has actually gone to the Substantial Awards Committee for the duration of the term for the funding through 2026. So this is not an additional request for funding, but a request for allocation of additional funding to the specific contracts.
Yeah. Thank you, Shelton.
Helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any questions? No. All right, thank you very much.
Great.
Okay. With the information that we have, I would like to make a motion that that resolution number 25 LRA 123 be approved. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Previous roll is a vote. Hearing no objections, motion carries.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. And our next resolution.
Stay up here.
Again, is, resolution number 25 LRA 124. And we're authorizing an amendment to the contract with 2 Alpha contracting for construction of a rain garden on LRA property.
Yes, thank you. So this resolution is closely related to the same garden that was mentioned in the past resolution. So I won't go into details except to point out that the construction of the rain garden is funded through a grant we received through MSD through the Project Clear program, in which the LRA and Green City Coalition was awarded $415,500 for the construction of this rain garden at Peace Park to be reimbursed upon completion of the rain garden. In February 2025, the LRA board approved 2 Alpha Contracting to be the construction contractor for this rain garden. It is nearly complete, and they've been doing a great job. However, I'm requesting that the contract with 2 Alpha be amended to increase the not to exceed amount to $176,838 in order in order to address additional unexpected construction work items related to plumbing, concrete, and permeable pavers that have resulted in change orders from 2 Alpha. We have more than sufficient funds within the reimbursable grant amount of $415,000 because there was a large buffer allocated for change orders within the budgeting planning for this process. However, I am coming to request authorization of said amendment to the contract with 2 Alpha Contracting. So please let me know if you have any questions there.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Okay. No questions? Any additional comments?
No, the only addition, again, as Mike has just elaborated, so within the Green City Coalition is largely funded by our program partners. And so again, this is not a request to pull from any LRA or SLDC or other public or ARPA funds. This is specifically to increase the funding for the initiative and the project that will pull from the GCC funding through our program partners.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion that we approve resolution number 25 LRA 124. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Previous roll is a vote. Hearing no objections, motion carries.
Thank you both.
At this time, we'll go into closed session. I'd like to make a motion that we go into closed session in reference to in reference to proceedings to discuss matters involving leasing, purchase, or sale of real estate as provided by section 610.021. So with that, do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second. Previous roll is a vote. We are in closed session.
We'll need to do a roll call for.
Oh, roll call.
Closed
So
session.
call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Arnold,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes. Okay. With that, we're going to closed session.
All right.
Okay. We are back in session. If we could do a roll call, please.
Commissioner Arnold,
Present.
Commissioner Brown.
Present. Okay. Next on our agenda, we have the director's report. Would you like to give that director's report, Shelton?
Yes. Thank you, Commissioner Brown and Commissioners. So as you all know, due to the unfortunate tornado impact that stretched through the city on May 16th, LRA as well as many city agencies have been working to do assessments. Essentially, LRA at the onset, immediately after the tornado, conducted rapid high-level damage assessments. Those assessments were across approximately 2,800 properties. And so we leveraged a combination of information received from LRA staff in conducting physical ground inspections, also using several other agencies and professional volunteer groups. Some of those certainly includes the information that we received from the National Weather Service with regards to the tornado impact zone. Also, the City of St. Louis's Building Division and the Missouri Structural Assessment and Visual Evaluation Coalition, better known as SAVE. And then lastly, drone imagery provided by Clayco and several mapping overlays and tools that were provided both by the City of St. Louis with SLDC's GIS and mapping teams, and really getting an understanding of the totality and the geography of the total impact. So from that, as we have announced publicly, LRA was able to determine that approximately 2,800 properties were in the direct impact zone. When we say impact zone, again, that includes the immediate impact zone of the tornado. We do know that there was additional damage outside of the immediate impact zone due to wind shear and other storms that, certainly were severe in the area. And so from that, we could assess that roughly 1,200 properties, which were vacant lots, appear to have sustained some level of damage, ranging again from low level to extreme level of damages. And we estimated that roughly 200 buildings within the impact zone were estimated to either be demolished based on the tornado or requiring some level of immediate or near future demolition. So from that to disaggregate, we have concluded that roughly 38 Prop NS buildings in the inventory had some significant damage and will require either demolition or some level of stabilization. And so from that all together, we assessed very quickly that roughly $20 million at a low level is the estimated impact to the LRA inventory and the property damages ranging from both land, meaning lots, tree debris damage, as well as buildings themselves. So what has occurred since then? LRA met with FEMA on the 28th of May. We conducted a ground tour, certainly going through the devastation and the various levels of impact. We quickly submitted our initial intake and impact statement, or application, I should say, to FEMA. And as I believe you know, the next steps are, since there has been a declaration at the presidential level on June 9th, we're working with the city, meaning working with the Emergency Operations Center within the city of St. Louis, as well as other agencies and LRA staff to go through the process of submitting the formal Federal Emergency Management Public Assistance application. So that requires a lot of work with the team in terms of completing a lot of individual assessments in the application process. It also includes developing plans for either the immediate demolition of buildings that are in the impact zone, as well as potential stabilization projects. But more importantly, the immediately focus is currently on debris removal. So that includes, again, debris of various forms of buildings that are dilapidated, brick, tree damage, and other damage that has been sustained by the storm. With that, again, as we've communicated, it was necessary to pause the acceptance of new offers so that the LRA could get an understanding of the buildings and the lots that were impacted and to be able to communicate that back to the community. So we anticipate, again, being able to, in our upcoming July 30th board meeting, go through the process of presenting to the LRA board the offers that had been received through the time before LRA suspended its operations for accepting new offers. And in addition to that, we're looking at ways to be creative and equitable to the community in terms of the property damages, as well as addressing a short to immediate and long-term plan. So with that, again, there's a lot of work. There's a lot that we still have to do to address the situation and the unfortunate damages that we've had. But fortunately, as you know, we did stand up roughly a year and a half ago the DED-funded demolition program. That program is going to be critical in addressing the immediate demolition needs for properties. We also have a current beautification program, as you're aware of, and using that funding to address the immediate challenges in terms of the actual debris removal, tree cutting, mowing, et cetera. So we will leverage the current programs the LRA has within the LRA, process and inventory to move forward, and also leverage, again, any external partners and any city agencies to move forward with the work. So with that, again, we will have a deeper update as things unfold and as we get closer to the July 30th meeting. But again, we've posted information publicly on the LRA website, on the SLD's website, as well as physically in our building to direct the community through the process if they have any questions with regards to property damages, as well as the general LRA sales process as well. So with that, I will just pause and inquire for any immediate questions that you may have, commissioners.
So right now we are on pause still.
Correct.
We're not accepting any offer.
That is correct.
Until when?
So the goal again is that the July 30th meeting for sure, we will be presenting the offers that have been presented prior to going into a pause. We do, again, believe as we continue to work through with the FEMA and with the state processes, as well as the Emergency Operations Center, to hopefully open back up in terms of accepting new offers prior to the July 30th board meeting. Again, it's At this current time, we don't have an exact date because we still have to go through those processes. But as we do have additional information, we'll be certainly communicating that to the Board of Commissioners and to SODC as well as the public.
That include NS properties also?
It would include all LRA properties and programs. That's correct. And so just as an addition, as you know, with the Prop NS program, there is a requirement to have an established bid window or time frame. And so unfortunately, due to the impact of the tornado, that time frame was shortened. And so some were not able to submit an offer because of LRA needing to go into an immediate suspension of accepting offers. So again, that is something that we are continuing to evaluate how to move forward. But that will more than likely call for a new bid window being presented for the last round of Prop NS properties.
Thank you for your.
I guess the demolition program and the revitalization, beautification, they submit new offers on the website? Or do you have enough people already in that place? Or you just have to new one?
So yeah, so currently we are not accepting any new offers for any of the LRA programs. And what is essentially happening is that just the LRA property management operations, if you will, is ongoing to address the immediate damages due to the tornado.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Any commissioner reports? Any reports from commissioners? No reports. Our next commission meeting is scheduled for July the 30th. With that, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn this meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved in second. Previous roll is a vote. Hearing no objections, meeting is closed. All right, thank you.